Hello and welcome back to Haven and Hearth. I am once again kind of harvesting currently the flax. It's the last of these four big fields. Kind of, had to go through, do a bit of farming and stuff again. But there are, it's a few things now. We're into spring. We're already 16th day of the first month of the 10th year. Um, Going there, and I've realized something. Despite having this full flax field for a while now, and having been building up the flax fiber and stuff, I realized we haven't actually made any linen. Because I was kind of looking at stuff to make for the to put on the table to reduce the hunger increases, or the satiety increases. Um, and I realized, hey, there's some stuff there that I should have because I have linen. Only apparently I've never actually made the linen. So, oops. We'll be doing that pretty much as soon as I finish this process here. My bucket is full, so the seeds are overflowing into my inventory. That's fine. We're just about done. We would get this done here in just a minute. You can see I got a lot of flowers. I'm also going to have to make, like, a whole bunch more of those bouquets. One, to use up a bunch of those flowers, and two, because I think I just used up the last of them. Yeah, it's gone now. So there was one in my inventory when I was first looking, and it's gone. There was no more in the study table. So that is something that needs to be replaced. And considering I have just harvested a ridiculous amount of those poppy flowers, and I've got a large amount of this flax to use up, and the hemp I just harvested as well. It shouldn't be an issue to use some of it for that. All right, this should do this. I think. Oh boy! All right, let's use up a little bit more. There we go. Okay. And now we will just start the old process of replanting. This won't take anywhere near as long. Oh, look, my energy dipped down low again. I say low. It's most of the bar. It's just below the point where you're healing. Which I don't think I need to actually heal at the moment. Yeah, no, my wounds are all fine. I mean, no wounds at the moment. You can see my hunger is still being a thing. Like, all the food satiations are gone, but my satiety level is still at 77%. Because I've been doing work, I've been, using up energy, having to eat, and it keeps bumping my satiety up, which is why I was looking to make some more stuff to sort of reduce that. Alright, let's see. We should dump the rest of these into the bucket. And then go ahead and dump the bucket into the barrel. Boom. That should, yeah, that should be a good amount. Okay. Alright, so that's all done. Let's go ahead and make some linen. So I'm going to grab a stack, and we're just going to go ahead and do a stack's worth of flax fiber into linen. We've got our wonderful thing over here, just like making the hemp. It is just make linen. The main difference being hemp cloth takes 6 hemp fibers, linen cloth takes 5 flax fibers. So it is a little bit more efficient to grow flax than it is to grow hemp. And we'll just kind of see whatever this makes. I think I will end up making one thing for the symbol, the stuff to go on the table, which it just highlighted here. Table linens and cloth. Of course, we have our linen tablecloth, but that's the same as the hemp one. It's, well, actually, no. It is slightly better. I thought it was the same. We might want to make one of those at some point then. Of course, the wool one is even better. So I might just want to skip that and make the wool. But the linen napkin here, as you see, it's got a little bit of hunger reduction and a little bit of food event bonus. That's good. Oh, I didn't mean to stop it so soon, but I guess I'll go ahead and do that while I'm here. There we go. Alright, what's this? What's this? Oh, that's that. Okay. Didn't mean to click that. Let's get back to making these. Just kind of use that up, but here's we go. Alright, so we got a quality 35, so it'll be 5.6% hunger reduction and a 1.9% food event bonus. That's good. That is good indeed. Alright, so the rest of this will end up getting used for bouquets, so I'll be able to reload the desk with those. And then, it has been long enough, I haven't looked yet, but it has been long enough that our cheese in the mine should be ready. So we will go take a look at that very shortly here too. Alright, so that's 6, 7, we're going to end up with 8 after the one that we made, so we had enough for 9. Alright, let's go do that. So we're going to need 8 more fibers. That's fine, we have plenty. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Or wait, is it 2? Is it 1 or 2? I want to say it's 1, but it might be 2. What is this other thing? Oh, because we can theoretically make linen pants and linen shirts now. Because those unlocked as well. I might make a linen shirt at some point here. It'll definitely be a little bit better than our birch bark one we've gotten. I just didn't want a green shirt, so I didn't make a hemp one ever. We'll make that some other point, because right now we need decoratives, bouquet. Okay, so it is 2 per, so I need 16. That's another 5, so I'll need 3 more from the next stack. 1, 2, 3. There we go. Let's get the bouquet of flowers up. And let's just start processing down some of these flowers. Which, yes, this is not as efficient as doing the flowers themselves, but it'll run in parallel. So, I've got to remember to grab some flowers to reload on the desk, too. In fact, no, we'll just kind of move on to the next. Keep crafting. Still got a few more. Okay, we'll grab that, the remainder of that stack. We will study 1 because I knew I didn't have one in my thing. Hey, same thing for the bouquet. Let's actually take a look at this. These are 42s. 4,000? I mean, I don't like the XP cost on it. The 25 XP requires more attention than I have. What did I end up studying that was so much? Oh, you know what? It put in the cruel splinter. Okay. Yeah, that'll do it. That'll suck up a whole bunch of attention. There's a reason those tend to sit in the study desk for a while. But I guess it'll get that one. I don't know if there's a second one in there. We'll look when we go reload here. Let's unstack those so they're easier to put in. Okay, there are... I'm going to pull these out, because I don't want it putting more of those in when I've got better stuff. And it will default to putting in more of what it basically a new one of the same thing it just used up. So when that cruel splinter gets used up, it would try to pull the additional ones. Let's just shove those in there for the moment. I can always put those back in later. We got our napkin there. All right, we are down to only getting 67% of the hunger. Well, wait, actually, it'll be better than that because the chair does things too. 64% of the hunger, and we get an extra 5% on our FEP points. So, our food event bonus points. FEP, because I said points basically, because it's food event points. So, that's good. How am I doing on this? How am I doing on this? I need more strength. I'll go into that in a minute. Even though my strength is one of my higher stats, I don't have enough of it. Int is getting up to respectable. We've pretty much got will and psyche as our low points. Oh, no, perception as well. So we'll need more perception. Oh, I think that's the... Yeah, I can get perception from the boiled eggs. That's why I kind of kept that one front and center there. So we'll want that. Liver and onions? I'm thinking liver and onions for now. Just kind of do a couple of these. Get our energy back up and get that one went to Dex. That's okay. It didn't force our thing up over the 45 that our constitution currently is, so it's okay. It does have other things on it. It's just, obviously, it's weighted towards psyche. Should I eat 2 more? Yeah, my energy's still pretty low. We'll do 2 more. There we go. That one was psyche. Excellent. All right. Yeah, as you can see, if I head out here, you can see I've kind of used up one of the 3 stacks of the entrails. So that's a thing. All right, let's get you out of there. I might actually need that, but we'll leave it for the moment. I still haven't actually pulled the coal out of the the tar kiln. I should do that at some point. All right, so down here, we're gonna check our cheese, and as you probably can see, I've cleared out a bunch of the tin here, a bunch of the stuff that was inside the wall, because I want to use that space for something. So I kind of focused in on getting that done. But let's check our cheese. All right, so we have, oh yeah, however that's pronounced, a bay. And this is perception and intelligence cheese. So let's pull this out. Hey, we were just saying that perception and intelligence are our low stats. Go figure. There we go. All right. So we only got 2 out of each tray. That's all you get on this. These are only 100 energy. But yeah, they're primary intelligence with a secondary perception. That should help level both up. How much hunger do these sate? 1.78%. Okay. We'll go put these in the table really quick. And then we can get on to some of the fun parts. I say in quotes. Alright, you know what? I actually don't have more cheese curds at the moment, so we'll just hold off on that. You know what? Just shove it on in there. There we go. We'll reorganize this a little bit. There we go. That's a little better. Okay. So onto that fun, quote-unquote, bit. I am going to need the box of matches. And we have a bunch of bones. We're back up over 20 bones again, which means it is time to make some more bone glue. Because we have stuff we want to do with the glue. So I'm just kind of distracted by that bee floating around. It's spring, so those little bumblebees show up. Right. How is this doing? That's probably enough water for 2 bone glue, right? We'll see. Let's go ahead and light that. Very nice metal cauldron there. Open that up and craft all. These don't need to be high quality, nothing like that. All right, let's go ahead and put that back out. There we go. Don't need to boil off the water and burn up the fuel. Put our matches away, and now we have 2 glue. This is one of the things that has been holding us back from doing something for a while. Now the real question is, what do I want to do about paving? I want to pave part of the thing downstairs. Do I just go ahead and use slag? I feel like that would be a good use for this lower quality slag. So that's what I'm going to do. Oh, yeah, there we go. We'll take that much. And we're going to go back down into the mine, and we're going to pave a bit of this area. Normally, this is something I would wind up doing with, like, brick or something, but we don't have a nearby source of ball clay, which is what I would prefer to use. So, it's the one disadvantage of this spot. We're really not near any of the waterways. It makes it a little bit difficult to get ball clay and a bunch of the other water-based resources. But the nice big flat plains is a nice area to build. You don't have to do a whole lot of, the survey work. What am I looking for? Oh, right, I need to go up and I was going to pave. I'm sitting here staring at the thing going, all right, slay stone paving. So we're going to come out 3. And we're gonna just kind of pave a ways. I guess I'll do 12 by 3 to start, and we'll see where we are after that. So just like any other spot, here we go a paving. And you can see our mushroom is growing well, our poppy cap. I'll go take a look at that as soon as we're done paving. See how far along that is. And we should probably check on our apple tree too. I didn't really look at it. See if that's fully grown yet. I don't know. So we will have to find out. There is also the possibility that I might run out of slag to do this with. So the pavement does a few things. It helps further prevent decay on the things that are on it. It also prevents things from spawning on that terrain, so bats will not spawn on this area now, but the regular cave floor they still will. That's part of the reason to do this. Of course, the decay isn't a big deal while the claim is active, but it does just kind of help. All right, how are you doing? 46% grown. All right, so we need to leave that be for a little while yet. But that's okay. We have other things to do. We are going to go up to the top and go build buildings and construction, houses and buildings. We want rabbit hutch. This is the thing we've been holding off on, is the rabbit hutch. Now, let's see. We can't put it quite there. I do want to kind of have it tucked in tight, though. Can we... Alright, it might be too far back. There we go. Alright, just wanted to tuck it into the corner as best I could. We'll put those 2 glue in, and now we need 15 boards, 10 blocks, 5 specifically straw, and then 10 thatching material, of which straw counts, so we can just grab 15 of that. I'm going to go ahead and just kind of put this remaining slag right there for the moment, because I think I might need a little bit more. We'll get to that, but not this exact second. All right, let's get this one rabbit hutch done first, and then we can talk about the rest. Now, I believe I left... Yes, I did leave a log up here that is just a regular old grabbed it out of the forest log. Oh, I need 2 things, actually, because not only do I need my saw, I have my stone axe equipped because I needed the higher quality for something. But for this case, I want the metal axe because I will get more out of the log that way. So it was 15 boards. That might use up this log. I'm not sure, but it might. Let's just kind of do this. Alright. I can always just continue to use up some of the deadfall for the blocks, but I gotta get boards from real logs, so let's just kind of do this. This is mildly annoying. Oh, I don't really need to have that open now. Alright, we got that. Do. Yeah, 15 boards. Well, there's 6. Alright. I'm gonna get the remainder of the stuff for this, and we'll come back when we're ready to finish up the build. I'll see you in a moment. Alright, I am back. I did end up having to go get, another full-size log. This one's a sallow. You can see I got the blocks from that. So this should be the last of what I need. I got the 15 boards in. I only got 11 boards from that one log, so there's a little bit of a mix in there. It should still favor the original log color, though. We got the 10 blocks, and we got the 15 straw to fill in the rest, so that should do it. Let's just kind of get this looked at here, and everything together. And just like that, bam. Alright, we have a nice little rabbit hutch. And it's pretty much exactly the same as the chicken coop. Obviously it accepts rabbits instead of chickens. It's still got the fodder and the drink bar over here. So, same basic thing. The thing is that we are going to ultimately need 3 of these. So I'm going to want to build 2 more next to it, and then I'm going to want to go ahead and move our chicken coops down here and have 3 of those as well. The idea here is, so I've got 1. This will keep, the 1 male, and I'll probably put about 1, 2, 3, maybe 4 females, and that will let them breed. This will be the breeding hutch, and it's the one we're going to start with. The second one that we will have will be where I take the bunny rabbits, the babies, out, put them into a second hutch to let them grow. And then, of course, as they grow and their quality is, I can, either cycle them, into the breeding hutch as the new breeders, or kill them for their materials. The third hutch is for when I start to get too much. Rabbits breed like rabbits, go figure. It will allow me to pull the male out and then just put it into its own separate enclosure, keep everything alive while I'm like, okay, I don't need more rabbits for a while. Let's just chill on that, keep everything alive, and then work down through whatever resources I have until I'm like, okay, I need more rabbits again, then I can move them back. That's the basic idea. The chicken coops are going to be a similar situation where I have one where it's hey, the cock is in there with the hens, they're laying fertilized eggs, the eggs hatch, I take the chicks out, I put them into a second coop, let them grow up, again, cycle them through as either the new breeders or, just get killed for their resources, whichever way it ends up going based on their quality. And then the third hutch is for when I want to pull the cock out and have the hens just lay eggs. You get the unfertilized eggs that way, and, you stop producing more chickens. And then can just put it back in whenever I want to start making chickens again. So that's the basic idea, is I want to run a 3 hutch and 3 coop setup. Obviously, I need more bones before I can make more hutches, but I can start making more coops. I could theoretically do it right now. I just want, because I started with the hutch in the corner, I want to put the other 2 hutches in before I start moving the coop. Because I'm going to end up destroying the coop upstairs once I have one down here to move all the animals into. But that is basically something for a future day. For now, we are going to need to get some, some rabbits. I am going to want, however, to fill up at least a bit of the food and water in there so that as I catch them, I don't have to worry about them starving. Let's go ahead, pull that out. Hey, I said pull that out. There we go. Oh, I should really get a ghost pipe growing as well. We'll do that in just a moment. Because something to go with our nice little mushroom down there. Yeah, that's the same process. I'll probably do that in between. What was I? Oh, right. I was going to head over. I'm going to grab, I think. No, we'll leave that for the moment. I should have a lot of these hemp seeds, though, right? Yeah. There we go. We'll grab those. That will be my first batch of that. Actually, you know what? We can also grab this guy and just grab the whole barrel. I think I might leave this barrel down there just so I can fill the rest. Because I don't generally use this barrel unless I'm filling something. And even this is just the 24 quality water. I won't need better quality water until, my rabbits get, start going above 24, then getting dragged back down by the water. So, no need to worry about that. Does mean I could theoretically get them up to 50, since I have access to that 50 water. Alright, we're just going to set you in the corner. Boop, there we go. And go ahead and dump these hemp seeds in, like so. And there we go. That is full enough that I don't need to worry about it immediately as I go and catch rabbits to fill it. Now, you've seen me chase down and catch rabbits before, so I don't need to do that on camera again. We'll just come back next episode and see whatever I've managed to catch. The only difference being is obviously I won't be killing them right away, which is what I was doing before, because all I was caring about was, the rabbits, the materials I could get from the rabbits. Now I want the actual rabbits themselves. Is there anything else I need to do? I'm almost out of time already, but I do feel like there's maybe something I'm forgetting. I've done the stuff with the linen. I've done the stuff with, the rabbit hutch. Obviously, I'm holding off on building more chicken coops till I get a few more bones. But even that, I might actually have enough to do the second one. But since I don't have enough to do the third, it's not a super pressing thing. Because let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. 6, 7, 8. 9, 10, 11, 12. Maybe I do actually have enough if I want to go through some of the higher quality ones. Well, we'll see. But what else? Is there something else I'm forgetting? I feel like I'm forgetting something. Oh, yeah, I said I was going to empty the coal. It was the other thing. I just kind of wanted to see what the quality was so we can see it on camera. Okay, we'll empty this coal out, and then I think that will probably be it. So let's collect this coal. What do we got? 34, that's better than the 28 we had last time, so that's turning out at least. As we get higher quality fuel, we will be able to make higher quality things, although at the moment, most of our stuff is higher quality than our fuel. This is the opposite of the way it normally goes. In most normal situations, you can manage to get higher quality fuel than the things you're cooking in, but we got this because we found that 42 quality clay. We have our 42 quality kiln. So, if anything, this will be dragging down whatever we put in there, unless it is particularly low. Like with the what are they called? The toy chariots. Are there still more of those in here? No. But yeah, like with the toy chariots, where the quality of the clay was so low that everything was dragging it up. All right, so I'll find a place to put this coal where I can kind of differentiate it from the 28 quality that's over here. Maybe I'll just kind of what is that? No, I want 1. There we go. We'll just kind of there we go. Shove it there for the moment. We got 54 of it. That's good. I think that's gonna do it for this episode. Let's see. We made the linen. We checked on our cheese. We've put up our rabbit hutch. I'll catch some rabbits in between, hopefully, if I can find them and if I can catch them. Rabbits are a little bit more difficult to catch than chickens. Um, yeah, and it'll take a few days for the rabbits to settle in, so there might not even be baby. Even if I go out right now and go grab, a breeding pair of rabbits, they might not have produced babies by the time we come back and do the next episode. So there is that. But that is going to do it for this episode. So, until next time, have a good one.